Hello friends, in this video we will try to discuss a concept called singleton object in Scala. So first of all we will try to see what is singleton object. Singleton object is an object which defines a single object of a class. A singleton object provides an entry point to our program execution. If we do not create a singleton object in our program, then our code will compilation does, but it won't yield any output. So in order to singleton object is mandate in order to get the outcome of our program. So this can be created by using object keyword. Okay, so we'll try to create a singleton object. Let's say single. Okay, now we'll try to see first of all syntax. So syntax. So syntax is, let's say, object followed by object name and then within the block our code. So this is a simple syntax which we had it for the singleton object. Okay, now we will try to discuss few important points about singleton object. Important points about singleton object. So first one is the method in the singleton object is globally accessible. Okay, so the method which we declare within the singleton object is globally accessible, and we are not allowed to create an instance of singleton object. Okay, this is the second important point. Third point is we are not allowed to pass parameter in the primary constructor of singleton object. Okay, this is the fourth important point. The fifth important point is a singleton object can extend class and trait. Okay, so the another important point is a main method always present in singleton object. Okay, the last important point is the method in the singleton object is accessed with the name of the object. Okay, so these are the important points allowed to create an instant. So these are the important points which we need to consider in our mind when we are going to create a singleton object. Okay, so we will try to discuss these points by creating a program. Okay, Now, so we will try to create some sample class and then we will try to access it. So let's try to create class. Let's say we will try to take up area of rectangular. Okay, now so we will try to declare the variables which requires to calculate area of rectangle. So let's say I will declare length. So the length is, let's say, 10. Let's say height, let's consider the height is 30. Okay, now we will define the method. Okay, so this method should point to the rectangular. Okay, the area of the rectangular based on these variables. So method which gives the area of rectangle. Okay, so let's create a method def, let's say, area. Now variable of area equal to, so how to get the rectangular of area? Length into height. So length into height is equal to area of rectangle. Now we will try to print each and every component. Let's say height of rectangle is, let's say, height. Now let's copy paste this. Let's say length of rectangle is length. Now let's consider area of rectangle is AR. So in AR variable we are holding the rectangular of area of rectangular. Okay, now so we define, so here it is, here is a main block singleton object. Okay, now come to the within the block, let's create the main method, main args array of string. Now we will create object of area of rectangular class, creating object for area of rectangle class. Okay, so let's copy paste it here. Now so let's define an object variable, object equal to new area of rectangle. Okay, now let's access using object method, let's say area. Okay, so we will try to discuss now about the program. If you try to see what we discussed, the method in the singleton object is accessed with the name of the object. Okay, if you try to see it here, we are accessing the class variables using the object, and we are calling object dot method. Okay, singleton object is accessed with the name of the object. Okay, we are accessing based on the method object dot method. Okay, this point is covered. A main method always present in the singleton object. If you try to see here, main method declaration is always present in the within singleton object. A singleton object can extend class and trait. Okay, so this scenario we will cover it in another session. And we are not allowed to pass parameters in the primary constructor of singleton argument. So if you try to see it here if we try to pass, here it won't accept basically arguments. Okay, it's not allowed. So constructor parameters it won't allow. Okay, that's what's the meaning of this statement. So and we are not allowed to create an instance of object. And so the method in the singleton object is globally accessible. Means see, so within the singleton object we are accessing the method and the method is accessing the variables. So within the scope it is can able to access it. So it is globally accessible. That's what the mean. Now we will try to run and see the outcome of this execution. Okay, if we try to see, we got it. Height of rectangular is 30. So what it is happening here? The height, whenever we define the height, this is searching within the scope. If anywhere the height variable is found for that specific value, it is going out of the method and it is looking at here and it is picking up. The same way length also picking, and as well as within the method we define the area, means length into height. So that's a calculation 10 into 30 300. So this is the here is the important points about the singleton object which we need to recall. And here is a sample example how to create a singleton object and how to access the method within the scope. Okay, so I hope you understood, guys. If you really like this video, please do subscribe, like it and share it, and please do the comment.